Hi everyone, this is Pranav from CLAT Tutor academic team. Now let me simplify your understanding for newspaper reading. Now, very simple thing, but a very complex answer. Now most of the people who are preparing for the CLAT examination, a very simple tip most of the trainer gives them or mentor gives them is read newspaper. But what to read, how to read, and there are many number of questions which are there in the student's mind. So let me just help them, help you to understand what is the simple process you have to follow to understand how to read newspaper and how to capture the important points from there. See, one thing is there that why we incorporate reading newspaper is that we have to develop the reading ability. That means 2 to 3 hours of reading ability. So first is that you require that content to be there. So one of the basic content which I figure out a simple solution is that newspaper. So Hindu, Indian Express, and few of my students read Business Standard as well. So imagine you have taken two of the newspaper, Hindu and Indian Express. Now it's a very big newspaper. Now what you are going to read in that? So that is a very fundamental question which every student will ask, and that is a very valid question as well. So just simplify this aspect. In a newspaper, there are 4 important components in this. One comes out with the national news. Fine. So capture all the national news minus the politics. Fine. The reason behind this comes out with CLAT will not get into the bickerings of the political parties and all those stuff. So just capture the national news minus the politics. Okay. And at the same time emphasize on the statutory authorities. Statutory authorities are what? High Court, Supreme Court, Enforcement Director, IT Department, and CBI, and other bodies which you come across. So these are statutory bodies. So capture the news for these statutory bodies. Second comes out with that, look at the international news. Look at the international news. International news is just a single page. It gives you a complete view of what is happening in and around the world. Okay, so it's a fabulous paper to look at. Third, in the business page, business news, you again look at the statutory authorities. Statutory authority is what? Finance Ministry, some body which talks about a particular sector. So automobile results have come up. Don't read about individual companies. So Infosys have declared their dividends, or Reliance has come up with a new venture and all those. Don't read those individual company news. Okay, you have to just look at the broader picture of the complete economics. And finally, there comes to the editorial. Editorial, see, there are 2 sets of students who might have just started reading the newspaper, and there are students who is going to they have been reading for a very good long time. So those students who have been reading for a good long time, they can immediately jump to reading the editorial as well. But the students who are just started, I will suggest you to start reading the editorial after 20 days. Reason behind this comes out to be editorials are nothing but the analysis of the previous events or the important events which has taken place. Fine. So in simple sense, you have to read 4 pages, 4 parts of the newspaper, national news minus the politics. Emphasize on statutory authority. Second, look at the world news. And in the business, look at the broader sectors. So that means if they have discussed about employment, they have discussed about automobile results and all those things, don't read about individual companies. Infosys, Mahindra and Mahindra is launching a vehicle, Tesla is coming to India. Not important. Fine. Look at the broader sectors. And finally, I said editorial. There are again 2 sets of students who have been doing good amount of reading for a good long time. So I'm assuming they are reading the editorial. Those who have just started, wait for some 20 days, and after that you start jumping on reading to editorial. Fine. These are the four areas where you have to focus on the news. So this way, if you just customize your reading ability, you will figure out that you are reading effectively, and it is also not going to take long times, and you will not get fatigue also with the newspaper. Right? Follow these 2 or 3 standard newspaper. Hindu is a very good newspaper. Indian Express is also a very good newspaper. Business Standard, if you are able to understand, or there is this one mentor who can explain you, because Business Standard also gives you very good articles to look upon. Okay, thank you so much. All the best.